Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 29th. This is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. That heat advisory that you may remember from yesterday and a lot of last week is still in effect today. Temperatures will reach 102 and feel a lot more like 106. Bull riders from across the country gathered over the weekend to compete in the Texas Black Invitational Rodeo. In a bit, we'll hear about the annual event and how it's been preserving the legacy of black cowboys and cowgirls for decades. But first, the news. At his first town hall in months, Texas Congressman Keith Self took praise from many constituents, while others bashed his Republican Party and President Donald Trump. KERA's Bill Ziebel has more on the event.
Representative Keith Self's District 3 supporters say they want smaller government that spends less overseas. Critics demand he stop backing masked ICE agents taking people off the streets. During the town hall, Self defended those actions.
If we're talking about someone that is not in the United States legally, on some sort of a visa or a citizen or a green card, if they're not here, they're a criminal by definition. By definition.
Self did not mention several cases of ICE agents apprehending U.S. citizens, cases ICE later blamed on mistaken identity. For KERA News, I'm Bill Ziebel in Dallas.
The Dallas Morning News' parent company rejected a bid from Alden Global Capital's Media News Group to acquire the paper. But the paper's 140-year run of local ownership will still come to an end very soon. The board has reaffirmed its commitment to a deal with the national media company Hearst, announced earlier this month. Hearst will now pay $15 per share instead of $14. That sale is expected to close in September or October. The Texas Black Invitational Rodeo stormed into Fair Park over the weekend. KERA's Zara Amechi reports on the 36th annual event, which celebrates the legacy of black cowboys and cowgirls.
20-year-old bull rider Zach Mack is riding the high after his performance at the Texas Black Invitational Rodeo. He's waited all Saturday night for his turn in the arena, just to be thrown around for 8 seconds on the back of a bucking bull.
The adrenaline really doesn't start until you step behind that buck and shoot, and they telling you it's your turn, and now you're sweating like crazy.
Riders like Mac come from across the country to compete in the rodeo, a night packed with bronc and bull riding, steer roping, barrel racing, and more.
I've been at a rodeo every weekend since I was 8 years old, so for the most part, I feel like this is my career. I think it's pretty good, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
But beyond the thrills, it's a tribute to the legacy of black cowboys and cowgirls in American history. That mission started all in 1985, says Margie Reese, interim director of the African American Museum in Dallas.
It gives us a chance to remind Texans and the rest of the world that the Western Front was blazed by African American horsemen and cowgirls.
Decades ago, museum founder Harry Robinson Jr. dreamed up the event. He wanted to create a fundraiser that could also educate.
And I think that now more than ever, young people want to see what we've talked about. They want to learn and stand on the shoulders of those men and women who have blazed the trail for our own culture, but also for this country.
One of those trailblazers was Cleo Hearn. Hearn is one of the first black cowboys to compete professionally in major rodeos. He traveled the country with his wife and 4 sons, competing in different rodeos before starting his own Cowboys of Color Rodeo. Seeing the success of Cowboys of Color Rodeo, Robinson turned to Hearn to help produce the first Black Invitational Rodeo back in the 80s. Back then, they weren't sure how many people would show up, so they rented only half the Coliseum. Yet, they filled every seat. Today, the Black Rodeo is the museum's biggest annual fundraiser, drawing about 7,000 spectators and 150 riders. And now it's Cleo's sons, Harlan, Eldon, Robbie, and Wendell, who run the show. Wendell Hearn is the current rodeo manager.
So you get people that move in from California, from Detroit, from Chicago, from New York, and all of a sudden when they move here, man, you ever been to a rodeo? We got one here. That they're like, I've never seen a black cowboy.
For some visitors, like Leah Frazier, the rodeo is more than just entertainment. It's culture.
We have so many historical legends here in Dallas that are actually taking Dallasites to other black rodeos in other states. And so I want to just be a part of that whole movement.
Others, like Herbert Ransom, come back year after year excited by both the skills and spirit on display.
Because then you get to see the cowboys and cowgirls show their talent. And plus, you get the people here to represent, to come out and see them, the spectators. So, I think it's, good for everybody.
Hearn says that blend of sparks and legacy is what keeps the community coming back.
I think you still got to keep telling the story. Because if we're not telling the story of the history of the black cowboy, it easily can fade away again.
Here we go, let's do it.
History the Hearns are determined to protect. For KERA News, I'm Zara Mitchie.
It's gonna be close.
The Dallas Wings won against the New York Liberty last night with a final score of 92-82. That breaks their 2-game losing streak. Hopefully they can keep it up against the Atlanta Dream. Head to the Bathhouse Cultural Center to take in the Almost Free exhibition. Almost Free features a community-made mural and invites visitors to learn about freedmen's towns across the country, including those in Dallas. For more information and other things to do, visit our Go See DFW calendar at kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter. You'll get a more in-depth look into the news with plenty of good morning vibes. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.